What's up, everybody? Welcome in or welcome back. I am Casey. I was gonna sneeze. I am the Guardian Oracle 33. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? I'm getting on here a little bit sooner today. Today we're going to be covering the all signs, elemental, right? So we're going to do this in elementals. How is everybody doing? TGIS. All right, so I am going to go with fire signs first. So, fire signs. I'm seeing everything is possible. Nurture your inner child. Practice self-love. What's up, Jace? What's up, guys? My allergies have been fine all day, and as soon as I get on here, my allergies start getting terrible. I don't know what that's about. Hey, love, do you do readings? I do readings. If you stick around, I will be doing them for the chat here at the end. I'm going to try to get to these elemental signs within an hour. So that means we got a snip snap. Hello, Flowers. Hi, Chad. Alicia. Jason, what is up? All right, fire signs. What do fire signs need to know? Energy throughout the weekend. These are timeless reads. Whatever you find this read, if your intention is to connect with your higher self, everything's possible. Comes out again with judgment. An angel here. Everything's always connecting. It's so weird. I can listen to a video I did, over a year ago on YouTube, and it'll hit home for me, and I'm like, man, that's so crazy. And you have to, there's coincidence and stuff, but when you start experiencing it through your own self, you remember how you were when you recorded the video, and then what you've been through now, and you look back and you're like, that's crazy. That little younger version piece of myself was always channeling something beautiful. Us, What's up, Sheriff? Casey. Fishing sucked this morning. Hey, as long as that boat's running. Good luck and take care of yourselves. Thanks, Flower. Appreciate it. Flowers. Fire signs, what's going on? These are channeled messages. I'm a psychic intuitive. Wow. Somebody here has gone through a very, it's almost like, I'm not going to say this for all, but there is a very shadow side fire signs that is always in your head, always speaking to you, always, that one that is a planner. But there has been a time in your life, if you're not right now, to where you have felt, I'm hearing impoverished, which I think you always thought you wanted. Perhaps that wasn't the case. And if you're a planner, fire signs, I feel like you have a lot of options here in your planning. You do. And I feel like there is angelic help up here. Birds could be very prominent as well. The wands. Lots of passionate ideas. Fire signs mostly are very passionate. Very creative. But very bold, right? You definitely know. They're either the really quiet ones that eyeballs everybody, or they're the ones that are more loud. I want to say that Leo actually represents the back and the chest. I could be wrong. I think I've read it both ways at once. Yeah, because Cancer represents the breast, right? Fertility, motherhood. But I think Cancer represents the chest. I wonder if you have like heavy acid reflux, or there's something that's going on there. I do feel like if you do, you're finally going to find something that works for you. It does definitely have to do with something that you've been drinking or consuming that makes it worse. All right. Tell me more for the fire signs. I heard new car, new you, boo. The Wheel of Fortune. It's like you could have a hard time. Yeah, 4 cups in the death out here. Okay, what we always think is like the Grim Reaper, the shadow monster, right? That aspect of us. That's actually somebody here is like realizing. I want to say this too. Somebody definitely puts on an exterior, like on the inside of the lotus. They're this, right? They do have deep purity. They are. But there is a part of them that is very Grim Reaper-like, right? There is something about the psyche and somebody getting through that cloud, that storm in the mind. I want to say somebody too is like having very super real dreams about specific events. You could be dreaming about a Scorpio or a scorpion, being stung by a scorpion. Death, lots of death. It's like, in some ways, this is the gatekeeper. And then I was going to say, before I started this, was, you know, somebody here is trying to move forward. Like, they're allowing, there's a big leap, there's a big change, there's something here that's happened through your perseverance. And it's like that orphan side of you that you don't ever almost want to forget, right? Because that's the person that got you through your hard stuff. That's the person that you talk to you. Animals could be prominent with the horses, the birds, the falcon out here. Alright, what's an obstacle here? I look directly at the chariot, so maybe it does have to do with some sort of vehicle situation or bringing balance. I heard a knight in shining armor. The Queen of Cups comes out. What is this? For some of you that have lost somebody that is on the other side, you know, she's stunning. It's like, I heard, I'm the wind beneath your wings. Just moving forward. You could see the wings in the back here. There's a huge push here, some sort of cycle. I heard the cycle is commencing. She who flows, being open to change, going with the flow, and that's what I was trying to say. I was having a hard time getting it out here, but here's justice. There is a deep, deep spiritual celebration here. It sucks too, huh, when you start to fade out, or what you're... It just goes to show how when our passions are ignited and you do carry and adopt a mindset that everything is possible, the way that mountains actually move for you. Somebody here is being guided by a feminine energy. Number 2222. I do see union. I see everything is possible. Twin flame out here, and this is talking about get a move on it with this mudra, fire signs. Helps to overcome acute chronic tiredness. So, and then you have the power mudra behind there. Maybe somebody does suffer with, like, I'm saying, like, it might be depression or mental whatever you want to label it, but really what it is when your soul's unhappy. When your soul isn't on fire. My right ear just went completely high-pitched. When you're not on your destined path, right? You've known, you know what you do, you know there's more to life, and it's like trying to stay small around people you've outgrown. And it's not because you're better by any means, it's just because you've had to. And now you can't see things the same way. You understand things in a different light. And you start to have compassion for others and yourself. You start to become more comfortable in the seat that you sit. And I see that here. You know, there is something about balancing. And this has to do with your truth. This has to do with understanding how vital your truth is at this point. Those are the seeds that you're planting. There's like a wellspring of mystery here. I was talking about the clouds earlier, and I wonder if somebody doesn't do like cloud divination or actually use smoke in their own way. I see that here with the falcon piercing through the veil. The Hierophant. See, this does have that very powerful archetypal energy. I mean, with the Queen of Pentacles out here, look at her headdress. She's wearing the horns. And the Four Swords shows up again. You know, it's talking about tiredness, being tired. Are you ready for the push? And it's like, what drags you down and what's holding you back is this energy that you have, my right ear. You're so blocked off to it, or can be so blocked off to it. I'm looking and I'm seeing Ascended Master energy, fire signs. But it's talking about having better boundaries out here. Healing. Fire signs, I would also say that in some way somebody's become the trickster. I heard that. The trickster. On a spiritual level, when I do look into these cards and I do pick up vibrationally, there is a lot of very earthly energy frequencies. And there's like these bouts of spiritual energies that come through these clouds on all of these cards. There's I thought it was a sea serpent. Pisces could be very prominent here. I'm hearing peppercorn. I don't know who that's for. Peppercorn. Maybe in the spirit realm too, or if you are part of some sort of society or some sort of... I'm hearing ravenous group. Ravenous group. Something that might revolve around money, children, and DNA, past lives. Some sort of victor, warrior, war energy. Warlike energy here. Communicating this. There's a deep communication here. We'll go to the 5 and the 6 is 11. It's my yes. If you were asking a question, especially if it has to do with this car, okay? I want to say there is guardian angels around this. There's a lot of angels depicted in the justice and in the judgment that comes out here. It's a victory. I don't know why you look sad. I don't know why you look sad about something here. It's like maybe all that you thought was in the light really isn't. You're grieving something. It's hard to let go of a past memory, a feeling, something that, you know, there's looking back here at something. There's looking back here at something. And there is, the universe is asking you to be true to yourself. And it's like, especially if you're somebody who's been coming full force or just that type of energy that moves quickly, especially if it happens within the mind. It's like there is a blockage here between that and your passions. That could be something that's disrupting at this time. Tell me about the 5 and the 6 of Cups here. So there is a moving forward. 10 of Pentacles came out again with the 4 Cups. 4, 5, and 6. They're all sad until we get to the 6. There's awakening. It's like somebody sprinkles, right? It looks like some sort of energy. This is very synchronistic. There's awakening. There's an enlightenment here in the emotions. Realizing maybe things are possible. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. I keep believing in a dream that I wish I would forget. 10 of Pentacles, really worldly. Alright, so you could have been blocked from something in this realm, right? That you see as your ultimate happiness, but, you know, with the symbology out there surrounding the world with your 10 of Pentacles being, for some of you, it is a patient energy. You're finally rising to the top. Scott, you got 10 of Pentacles out here, too. There's victory and money, fire signs, somewhere. Especially if you've been left out in poverty or have tried to rebuild in some way, especially if this comes to a house. Using your intuition. There's your guides are saying there's a need to take action here. The action here is, they're saying, let it be about, because he looks victorious, right? And on the shadow side, without the bloodshed. There's victory here without having to be or do the same things you've always done. In the shadow, you know, everybody's got blood on their coats. Everybody's in a dark, stormy day. It's like those days, this is different. This is a new victory. This is something sustainable, fire signs here on I almost said heavenly earth. On this heavenly earth. Alright. What do we have in finances? Finances for fire signs. Finances for those that are asking about their finances at this time. I'm seeing there's, for some of you, there's already been a plan put in motion. There's planning. It's like you've maybe had to have an option or seeing things in a different light. What what you believe is going to be your best suit. Some of you are at the marker for a new beginning. You know, it looks like somebody here's been traveling to find something, especially with this guy out here like this. This is talking about the phoenix rising, a healing. Somebody's been out here doing a lot of work on their own, stood in their truth. Somebody here has some sort of mysticism or electromagnetic field currency. It's fire and water on here that are mixing in the yin and the yang. Balanced foot forward. My left ear is now ringing the staff, thy staff and thy rod. Oh. Somebody is like having these interactions on a multi-dimensional level. If somebody is time traveling or moving in that way, right? Whether this is just through the Akash or deep remembrances on the soul imprint, or that when you're around others, you're having these deep remembrances of past lives. Queen of Cups is out here again, pertaining to some sort of loving warmth, you know, talking about your intuition. This psychic daydreamer energy, it's like somebody is waking up here to a family, something within themselves. It's like it's hidden. I heard it's a hidden realm. All right, in love, what's coming towards you? These are intuitive messages. Whatever the cards have on the table for the highest good of all, Archangel Michael. Archangel Raphael. Archangel Metatron. I'm hearing G-Easy. What's coming in love? G-Easy. Fire. This one wanted to come out. It's the Knight of Cups. Ooh, got good news. Somebody sees you as a perfect prospect. A perfect prospect. You could be somebody who likes to travel and voyage out, or this is you. Somebody worth an investment here sees you as such. Chariot again. Wow. It's 2 yeses that are out here. This is talking about self-discipline. You could be investing into yourself, doing something new, starting a workout routine, some sort of regimen to where you're getting yourself back on track. Definitely, it's like this, I heard it's time for a change. Hard work and focus. All right, so this is a beautiful energy to come towards you, fire signs. All right. What's this person's intentions? Their truest intentions with you. This person's truest intentions with the fire signs. Thanks, guys, for hitting the like and subscribe button. Woo! Okay, so this is telling me, I said there was like a perfect prospect in some ways. You're rejoining the world. You know, you're coming out of isolation here. This person recognizes that about you on a very profound level. I'm coming out. Did you get it? Your chores done?
Yes.
You vacuumed?
Yes.
You wiped down the counters?
With what rag?
Go look in the car. I just bought a bunch. They're underneath the kitchen. They're underneath the sink. Okay. Yeah, once you get that done, you can go.
Do I have to walk?
Hold on a second. Message me when you get there. All right, we are back. I can't help but feel like the person coming towards you, this person is patient, kind. I think you could see this person as humorous. There's something with the color yellow, bright colors. Yellow predominantly. Yeah, this person has the way that they see you. Oh, the breeze. It feels so nice. I'm hearing that song, Let It Be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Number 8. It's like this the way that you have so many responsibilities for this. This person's their intentions here is to bring alongside you some sort of strength or some sort of inner strength that is really stemmed from influence that you have on this person, you know, or them on you. There is a focus here, you know, overcoming some sort of self-doubt or feeling taken for granted, you know, the burdensome energy. Definitely somebody's finding mental strength here. It's like a whole new energy. I'm seeing the 7 and then we're going to the 8. So there's also progression. July and August could be predominant here. Also, I never say that word too often. No, not really. But that would be fire and water, right? As well. Do you guys carry some sort of the same burden? You know, something that you've both had to overcome or had strength in, because it does say rejoining the world here. I heard rejoining forces. Was somebody outcast, put out, while somebody else was victorious in some way? Interesting energy that shows up here. I keep hearing predominantly. Yeah, there was choices here, and it definitely is showing some sort of somebody's trying to find their way back from. Because I just seen the 6 of Cups, right, which is the deep remembrance, and it's also like somebody has a very disciplined energy. They want to make sure, I'm getting goosebumps on my right leg, that they make the right choice here. And I'm seeing the Page of Pentacles out here twice, talking about an investment. This person wants to make an investment in with you. It is summer loving happens so fast. Okay, so there is something about a young energy out here. I think that there's been, both of you have shared aspects of heartbreak right there at the bottom of the deck, pain together. So their truest feelings. What is this person's truest feelings? The Sun, positivity, openness. This person feels open, very positive about you, very positive about the investment that they're making. This person feels that you are enthusiastic, your happiness. It's just kind of a part of who you are. It's different. You know, it pushes them. It's the Hermit. See, it's the soul searcher that comes out. They see you as the soul searcher. You know, what does it say? They're saying, look at the side of the card. I honor my spiritual self. And that's felt. I heard that. That is felt. Your self-expression. You have this vitality about you, and there's vitality out here, which was the first mudra that we picked up here. And it's talking about, I am transformed with universal vital energy, which refreshes my spirit and caresses my soul. This person says, you replenish my soul. Yes, there's lots of beautiful and handsome men and women out there, you know, but it's really being able to go through moments and times like this, fire signs. It's being able to work through the lack. It's not always about this winner mentality. There's wisdom that's bestowed here. You got the 7, the 8, and the 9. There's progression all over whatever this is. How's this person interacting with you in the day-to-day if you guys are in communication? It's like this person just brings good news. They're enthusiastic. This person has been communicative, lovable, you know. It's something new and exciting. It's fun. There's fun, playful energy here, overcoming whatever this is. And I wonder if you guys aren't doing this on the same level, because this person's saying, undoubtedly, fire signs, you're helping me to see things I once didn't before. And this person is wondering, are you seeing things in a different light now? Are you feeling the same wavelength, the same feelings that I am? Are you getting this confidence through your awakening? What does it say? Help me out now. Funk's yo brother, check it out now. Funk's yo brother. Alright, how do you feel about this person, Holy Spirit? Justice. You understand, definitely, without a doubt, you've had life lessons with this person, with the justice being out here. You know, you understand cause and effect. That's why this person says, I see you as the hermit. You know, I could learn a lot from you. Your subtleties. You know, there's a deep, great depth that you do have and possess within yourself. And there's a desire and a passion out here. As I say that, Queen of Wands is what I pull out of the deck. Yes, confident. I don't know what it is, but it's like your energy. And when you're around them, this person has... You can't explain it. It's different, right? You could be somebody who's not way into passion, but for some reason it's just, it's something. It's just on a soul level. And it's just, it's different. I'm hearing that song, Don't You Remember by Adele, but it's a young energy. You know what I mean? I don't know if you lost your virginity to somebody or in that way, but you know, you hang out and you have a good time with this person. They're saying like, when I hang out with you, I feel good. I feel free. I feel safe, secure to be my own version of myself. What's up, Herman? Herman, I'm getting those yellow hearts today. I love it. How's everybody doing? Ooh, I got a high five. Thank you, Micah. Ryan, what is up, my friend? Cindy. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Charm. All right. Anything else on this? You appreciate this person's honesty, too. This person could be going through some sort of legal disputes, you know, having to do with, you know, their ascension or burdens that they've carried in some way. Oh yeah, you feel just as equally passionate. It's energy. It's like, you can't explain it. It's not like it's intention on the mind, but when you are around this person or you do see them, there's some sense of like, why do I have a draw to you? You know, what is it that my body quivers when I think about you breathing close to my neck, or the touch of your hand in genuinity, or in that flirtatious moment, right? It's exciting, it's fun, it's free. It's and it is like an electromagnetic field. It's like you should remember who you truly are. I heard there's a vision here that somebody has. I think you also have this vision with this person. These cards don't belong in here, but it is the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Somebody could be worried too about something that they hear through the grapevine, you know, that is new and exciting. Like if somebody's experienced something, they don't want to share it with anybody else. They don't want to, they want to keep it, I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone, no, you'll be just another regret. My dirty little secret, who has to know? The way I feel inside, what does he say in that part? Huh. What was that about? Big changes are coming along. Okay, and somebody could feel that. My right ear is ringing at a high pitch. Fire signs, there's a lot of energy surrounding you at this time. I do see with the Knight of Cups still shows up again with some sort of romantic proposal. I just got butterflies in my stomach. I felt nervous. I felt, but like a kid, you know, when you're young and you have your first kiss, you know, not like making out, but just your kiss, you know, or you get a kiss on the cheek, or you hold hands. For me, that always sucked because I have super sweaty hands, like hyperhidrosis. I'm like, forgive me if I don't shake hands, right? I'm like Wyatt, old fucking Wyatt Earp. Well, I'll be damned if it isn't fucking Johnny Ringo. Yeah, and two, I think somebody else here has seen you go through some shit, or that you've made a break for whatever it was that was masquerading as a friend or spying, or the lack of consequences, or whatever the strategic energy that came in, because that was what is an obstacle here is the Seven of Swords, okay? And you have the flu. You have the flu that comes out. You have the Fool that comes out. You know, talking about, sometimes the Fool could be very impulsive. You know, it could mean a lack of commitment. in some ways, or just a spontaneous energy. And it's like, I want to overcome that here with the Two of Cups. It's talking about somebody wants to have some sort of unity, partnership, or have this connection. They're saying, I feel this connection with you. You know, there's action that somebody is going to take here, fire signs, with you or without you, it feels like, but it does, there's a deep desire somebody has, and they're going to direct their will towards that. They want to be intentional. Maybe somebody is visualizing things throughout the day, what it would be like to be with you, or to be able to experience or spend time, or if, you know, they were living from a more passion ignited sense of being with the desire out here. Lots of fire, lots of passion. Show up a lot of your own energy and your own read, talking about perseverance. I know that I do whatever I set my mind to. Live with passion by stepping into what feeds your soul and gives you joy, fire signs. When you choose to make room for this in your life, the universe responds by creating opportunities that support your soul's purpose and passion. And it's like, maybe there's been confusion around that for you, you know, and that has, there's a lot of passion you have here, fire signs. I'm just going to say that there's a lot of fire, and whatever you're putting this energy towards, you or this person that's coming up in this read, this other energy is saying, just have fun and trust yourself. And it's like, what does that mean? That's so not logical, you know. Have fun and trust myself. And there is, you could see that could have been something in the past that felt lying, deceptive in whatever way. What could make somebody think, you know, maybe there's still feelings of the past with whatever this burdensome is, but somebody's saying, no, it's actually giving me mental strength to move forward. So maybe you have had some sort of honest conversations or direct conversations that were a little bit daring, but you have been very intellectual and talkative. That's what's bringing about these new changes with the Knight of Swords out here. All right. What's the advice here? It's like, walk with me through this. Walk with me through this, with yourself through this. Because I know, it's, if you can't trust me, at least if I can guide you to a way where you can trust your own self, right? And move out of that state of being, that consciousness. I don't have to worry about the rest, because you already know in whatever way that your heart is pure. Thank you, Jace. I'm going to pin it. I love you, brother. I love you. Yeah, if you guys want a personal read with me, let me know. All right. This person just says, like, wishes are coming true. There's the fulfillment here. There's a very deep satisfaction that somebody has when they are in your presence. Even if they're thinking about the past, it's like there's a sense of foolishness around this, and impatience and impulsiveness. But yet the passion, it comes from this sense of honesty, something profound, like a truth bomb. I'm seeing a bomb out here. There could have something to do with suicide out here. I did see the card. My rule of thumb is, if I see it, and even if it doesn't mean anything to me, to not forsake it. And here's the heart. You know, traveling, moving aboard. You know, your guidance here is your hard work's paying off. And don't be ashamed to be who you are, and live in your truth and transform things, maybe, because I see you transforming things. This mental piece, that I feel like you've gotten some sort of clarity here that's given you strength, and it comes from a deep sense of wisdom. It's something that was just awakened within you, fire signs. It's something within your own being that you choose to let go of and look at things, you know, because some things, like beautiful flowers and butterflies, some things are meant to be free. We admire them, right? And other things, when it's on the soul, like this is on that space, you know, whatever it is, this energy is pushing you to build your confidence. There is a soul lesson here. I said ascended master energy at the beginning. What's up, honey love? What's up, honey suckle of love? All right, what time are we at? So I need somebody to let me know when it is at 3:50, or as you were, 2:55 my time. Right now it is 2:26 my time. So I have a personal read, and then I will, wherever we end at is where we'll end at. So it looks like who are we going with next? I was going to do fire, water, which makes sense because it's in this energy. I'm also hearing air. So what are we voting for? The next topic here, guys. What's up, Robert? Honey love, I love all the fairies. Thank you. Cheerio, mate. Jason, you've been on my mind. You've been on my mind. Water than air, okay. You hang on every word I say. I lost myself in time. Ooh, at the mention of your name, how it feels to hold you close. Water signs, and have you tell me, whichever road I choose, you'll go. Perseverance. I don't know why song's coming through. There could be worry. Look at the way he's grabbing his head. All right, so we're moving into water signs. Guardians of the Galaxy, I call on thee. Childhood wound. Okay, so there could be a deep childhood wound here. Water for this is somebody will do the timestamps for me. We're gonna have to help Christina. I love you so much. Thank you for doing the timestamps is the number on the clock at the top when I started topic. The full number. Every fucking digit and with the decimals in the right spot. So I love you. Teresa. Hi. David. Cheerio. No, I'm not living on a campsite. I'm living out on a piece of land. Already liked, of course. Thank you. Your problem, David, is that you need proof. You telling me prove it by telling me my problem. Your problem is you think you have a problem and you're projecting that already. We all have issues. We all have things we have to work on. You don't need me to prove anything to you. Maybe you're trying to prove something to yourself or to others. But that's not the person I am. When you start to grow, you realize you don't have to prove anything. I spent a lot of my life working on trying to prove things to others through my own growth, and it's an empty victory. It's an empty hollow. All right, water signs. All right. So these are going to be channeled messages, okay? So if you're somebody who slips into the Akash, somebody who is a dream walker, somebody who works in the fourth realm, all right? For those of you that astro travel, area view, for those of you that are awakened to the quantum field and the physiology within your own being that's activated off of certain ley lines within this unique, systematic dynamic. Let's go. All right, what do we have? Help me to interpret the best way. Holy Spirit, holy angels, I call on my higher self. Awaken a wise one within. Celestials, the faith here. Psychic wounding, thank you. Stars, this is where you're coming from. Okay, old age, so this is talking about, thank you, star seeds are showing up here. Self-love is the lesson. Self-love. There's something here about an accomplishment. Look at the hands held high. Water signs, are you accomplishing something here? And it feels like you're accomplishing some sort of psychic wounding because as they turn it around, right staring me in the face is trauma. Trauma saying psychic wounding. This was pre-Earth time, so I would say as a starseed, you are not an Earthling. Your soul's never originated on Earth. This was not your first planet. All right. So see how the energy shifts as soon as we got to the water signs and we started talking about the Akashan opening up to other dynamics, right? Those that you can't see but only feel. Some of you could be having those sensations, a lot of electromagnetic shocks off of walking through Walmart or grabbing whatever, your car, the trampoline, just things within the house. You could notice, like, too, if you turn off your lights and go get in bed and you put your hands down, the electricity through your hands that goes on the sheets. You know, somebody's awakening to that ball of light within. All right. We've got athlete here. A gladiator, a duelist, okay, so a martial artist or somebody who's very physically active. You know, you could watch movies and you could feel like you remember it so deeply. I am hearing the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, there could be some sort of wounding around fighting, you know, overcoming the lesson of you're kind of a revolutionist. You're not somebody that really goes along with anybody else's ideas. So when they do appear in that way, you know, there could be an adult female that triggers that within you, that kind of pushes you in that way to go out on your own. All right. Somebody who could evenly give and receive with you. The number 65 could mean something here. And then you have revolution. I told you. Some sort of somebody. Look at the hand raised. Somebody who starts a revolution. Thank you, Spirit. See, that's, I don't have to prove it to anybody. The cards, if you can read energy and you're not a schmuck, right? You'll know there's a reign for terror. This is somebody who realizes that where the power, you know, where the power lies, and it's always within thyself. You can't change anybody around you, but though you can always be a beneficiary of the opportunity to change. If you choose to go through the lesson, it's like, yes, even on a video game, I'm going to go through this level, right? You got to get your certain coins, your hidden things, your map, all the things that you're going to need for in future battles. And this is overcoming fear here, as we're talking about that. You know, this is overcoming a deep fear. This is about the age of discovery, discovering yourself, and public execution or humiliation could be something that's big to you, being perceived as something, or in some way, okay? Your love style, you know, in the past could have been promiscuous, but profit-led, you know, you were kind of just a rebel. So that's what I have for you, water signs. And then I also see brainwashing, social brainwashing, political. So you could be somebody who right now understands the web of lies that are woven around you, you know, feeling that force field, that energetic field. I always say when I start to channel or talk to pass on loved ones as a medium, I feel like there is a web of energy that goes around my face that makes my whole face itch. And that's the best way I can describe it, is going through an old barn. You know, you see a cool ass dirt bike in the corner, and the next thing you know, you got to get back there, and there's that invisible web that just come around me. No, it's all in around. Some of you could resonate with Ascended Master energy as well. I'm being guided to pull from this deck for the water signs. All right, I see how the energy shifted from the fire to the water. It almost feels like water signs, you have quite a bit of fire energy within you. Death in the family, friend and loss comes out. Likes drama and refuses to change. This could be something that's just going on within a specific situation for you. A new perspective is needed. Sacral chakra is healing from sexual attachment to another. Healing past wounds and trauma. A lot of evil and pain that you felt. Somebody who's probably very connected to those around them. Your golden light and energy, you have been cloaked. So maybe even feeling like such a deep despair for things that you have done that you would see or deem as not worthy, really having those hang on to something that has marked as the character of who you are, and your guides are just saying, you know, that is an old version of yourself that you're walking away from. Those ideologies will pop up in your head, but your perseverance to identify them as they are in systems or paradigms or allegories, thought patterns, social circles that you have dwelled within. You know, they'll say, you know, tell me who your 5 friends are and I'll tell you who you are. When you're like, how are you going to judge me by my 5 friends? But you start to adopt those characteristics and those behavior patterns, right? Unless you are some sort of teacher. It says you are beautiful with a heart out here. Love struck in a very deep sense with another heart. So perhaps somebody draws a lot of hearts out here. Activation light codes and downloads are coming through. A liar and a sneak. There's other motives. Yes, your heart knows. You will understand in time comes out and know that you are waymaker. Authentic spectrum of light embodied here. So you could go against a lot of adversities. I think the death within the family or friend really is something that's moved you into a new state of realizing that sitting right here on the table, everything is possible. And this is a twin flame card, 1111. So maybe there's something traumatic that you've gone through with another soul, whether it's on this planet or just in the psyche, right? Yeah, because they're saying a new perspective is needed. Oh, my allergies. All right, water signs, here we go. Okay, battery's still doing good. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the channel. Oh. Anybody else's allergies been terrible lately? Birds are so beautiful. Don't my nose. All right, for water signs. What do water signs need to know most? Where are we going here? My table is squeaking. maybe the squeaky wheel gets the grease. All right, guided over here. Beneath that, I have a channeled message that's there. Move forward and don't be sorry. That was underneath this deck I just pulled out. Confirmation with the sound says mystic. All right. What's up, Cindy? No, not that bad. I'm on antibiotics right now anyways, so I'm not worried about an infection, sinus infection. But just, yeah, I've never really been a person. I mean, I have hay fever. You know, when we used to swab as kids, I used to just blow up like a fish. There's not too much. Mold is the only other thing, because that's where my asthma comes from. It's like mold or wet, mildewy. Ugh. I can smell it a mile away. It does do me good as a general contractor, though, but going into homes and stuff and doing the restoration. All right. Pickles is in here. What's up? What's up? Lebo gang. Kula. For the water signs. I almost said for the fire signs. I am hearing the name Jessica. Perseverance again. You've got perseverance out here twice. Top of the morning to you. Cheerio, you've done it. There's a toast here. Emerald green could be prominent as well. This is for the water signs. Thank you for those of you that are tuning in. We're on water signs. I'm reading elementals right now. I heard in 2 more will follow. Relaxation, divine support. Okay, so there's honoring. I heard there's honor here. Relaxation. Number 49. Perseverance, number 28. Number 48, support. So 48, 49, you have numbers that are sequential. Sustenance. So they're wanting you to relax and kind of embellish in this newfound, maybe what used to terrify you or that you would run from water signs is something that I'm hearing embellishing within here. You've got the middle world, so present time here. So we're talking about right now. You could be somebody who sees a lot of insects. They want you to know that there's a lot of support. Ticks could be prominent. They're just having me bring up ticks. So if somebody was asking about their spirit guides or something that would come through a read to see, you know, check their intuition, whatever way, and it shows up, you guys can do that with me in real time. Even if I'm not live, still ask your guides. You'll get the message. Trust me. Ask to resonate. Ask to get this direct sign and symbol. It's always from yourself. Nurture. You know, your divine saying, we are nurturing you like our own child. You know, your prayer warrior here. Prayer warrior of the cosmos. Somebody could resonate here as Native American too in many cultures or just in the soul, right? They remember, I'm hearing Arizona. There is no Arizona. No pain at desert, no Sedona. If there was a Grand Canyon, I could fill it up with the lies he's told me. So somebody's going to see something they didn't see before. There's a decision out here. Ganesh says the decision is yours. Cargo drives by and honks twice. Confirmation. 2 is my confirmation number. Dun, dun, dun. And then 3, which is soul family. So when you have numbers that mean something for you with your guides, this is the best way to improve on your intuition. Enlightenment. Ta-da! So there's a very deep enlightenment here. This could be happening. You could be seeing purple. There's a lot of purple out here. There's a lot of crown chakra. There's a lot of communication going on between you and somebody else. And I also feel like this has to do with persevering through whatever this is. A personal transformation. Thank you, spirit guides. Water signs. This is a personal transformation. I feel like you're frequenting with somebody else. Some sort, yeah, completion. Your childlike expression. So there is some sort of soul retrieval that has happened. Some sort of deeper insight. What was once the boogeyman is actually the one that brings this empowerment, right? There's many aspects of yourself, you know, and when you see that in somebody else and you work through those aspects of them. Car's still honking out there. You're able to see the light in all situations. Remember, there are people here that are, you know, aspects of our soul that are an embodiment of future, right? Light years away, evolutionary descendants that we are. These soul spectrum here. Look at the light. Dragonflies are prominent. I was reading my daughter a story this morning. Cooper loves dinosaurs, and we were in bed and we were reading about all the different sources, and they break it down how to say the name, and the saurus actually meant reptile. So we were going through the book and looking all that, and I started thinking about reptilians and kind of how they move, and you know, there's a lot of hard armor that are around those. This could be prominent for somebody. These are just channeled messages. All right. What's going on here? There's a lot. There's a lot. All right, for the water signs, what do we have? How am I doing on time? All right, compassion. Look for signs that will guide you to destiny you have known all along. Okay, so there is a deep, deep knowing. Like when you look at the sky and you know that you just know you've known all this before and you just can't quite remember. There's something here that's happening in that way. See, and then after that, knowing, right? Look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny you have known all along. You've grown in a rocky place. As years go by, though, look, what was once this aspect of this planet is now a seed that you planted. Never underestimate your prayers and what you're asking for. There's a revolution here. Embrace others' differences. Accept your own imperfections. It's about compassion. I told you there's a revelation here. Courage. The eagle, right? The guardian. Caw. I heard an eagle yesterday afternoon when I was getting in the pickup, soon as we were getting ready to head up to the mountain. Courage lies within you. Have the power to overcome anything. And this is your time to step up and lead from the soul. There are many doors that lead to the place you truly belong. And maybe there is somebody out here who's thought it would always just look one way, or it could only just be this way. And it's like, prepare to have your mind blown. Here's the dragonfly out here again, and the peacock that follows. Talking about raise your standards. Live life to the fullest. And it's like not having to be locked into anything. Being able to be a free expression of who you are, water signs, feels like something that you probably have fought for the most. But at the same time, there's a piece of us that has always been that orphan, right? Disassociated from others just because we are different, whatever way. We always kind of seen, well, I would say a lot would have a lot going on within the family home dynamic, okay? There would be a lot of strife or altercations in whatever way or growth that would happen within the family system, that dynamic, right? Because those are core wounds and trauma that would evolve through other relationships in the future. So maybe you're somebody that this is played out for. Water signs. Go Birds. 444. Hey, Ringo's football number. He's linebacker right now. This is his first year of playing full contact football. He's like, Mom, I wanted number 11 and I had it. He goes, but then I ended up with number 44. So I was like, dude, that's the highest ascended master number. That's amazing. And he's like, yeah, but I still wanted 11. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. So there could be some dark feeling that comes over you sometimes. Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for the mind, body, and spirit. Wonder if there isn't some sort of encapsulation. Let go and have fun. Okay. So, you know, when we're being raised, our parents are like, this is the way it's supposed to be, this is the way it's got to be, this is the only way, you know, but you're a seeker of knowledge. You're somebody who seeks your own wisdom, okay? You raise your standards from what you've been taught, and you realize that even though that way still wasn't 100%. And maybe if you are going to fail over and over again, you might want to start doing that with some sort of divine passion within your own being. There could be something that you're waking up to at this point, you know, that is really... It's just written on the soul. Your mom, your dad, you know, your family. There's so many memories you have. There's so many aspects of yourself, repressed pieces of yourself from your childhood. I think that even you too have forgotten, you know. But there is fears there, and I think that one of your greatest fears here, water signs, is that you are very psychically intuitive. You are water signs. It's just the planets and the way that it plays, especially off of your specific birth chart. I am a Cancer sun, and I have 5 placements in Pisces throughout my chart, as well as Scorpio. I have a lot of water in my chart. So for me being very overly, it's like I feel everybody. all the time. For like most of my life, I was like, why does life feel so shitty? I really like life. Like, I'm good with life, but you didn't get it. You're taking on everybody else's shit until it becomes a part of who you are, and that forms that character. So now your responses to other things have become more prominent, and you set on your fucking, your path. Child wounding's out here, talking about soul retrieval and transformation that comes out. Thank you, spirit guides. Transformation is the soul's evolution. All right, so they're wanting you to embrace change. It feels like you've been through a lot of change, very fast. That's very, for water signs, we really like to have the stability of the land as well. You know, we like to be earthed. Your inner child is looking to heal so you can move on by understanding the situation in a new light. Go within to heal requires self-love and compassion. We had compassion out here. Gaining perspective through energy work or therapy can be helping in assessing tools to empower your inner child. And it's like, I think somebody here, if you do or are into Reiki, you know, heart healing, it feels like a lot in the heart, a lot that is within the soul. It's like, how do I have such deep feelings? You know, and you could actually transmit that to others so easily because of how powerful your thoughts are. Very, it is a, you know, somebody's like, it's a curse, and it is a curse, you know, if you don't know how to use it right, if you don't know how to have compassion, if you can have all that energy without boundary. Love is one of the most transformative energies you can ever bestow upon another, without a doubt. It's a beautiful energy, and you have a lot of it that's showing up out here. It's just, there could have been something very traumatic in the childhood that you're overcoming or have overcome, and this just could have been like, what does me feeling left out really look like? You know, how can I be enlightened? Because even when somebody's on the inside of the house, it's like, maybe that's not good either. You know, somebody's having to find, to let go of expectation, because expectation here is all over this read, you know, and it's transforming from the thoughts and those that come before you, using your own wise discernment. The Chariot comes out. Water signs. The Chariot. Thank you, Jace. Okay, so moving past some sort of grief and despair here. This is the person coming for you. Somebody's going through a transformation. What does this person truly feel about you? Their truest feelings. You got a yes and a maybe. Passionate. Difficult decisions, maybe. You know, there could be a tie between two, you know, in some ways. This person feels that no matter the passion that they have for you, that it feels like you're almost sitting on the fence in some ways. You're not making any forward movement. What's their truest intentions here? This person does have passion for you, but their intentions is to kind of, they kind of seep back into the deep old holding patterns, you know, some sort of guardedness. This person's having a foresight, though, about this situation in whatever way it is, and wants to have an honest conversation here with you. I would say this person above all honors whatever the transformation is, this energy that you've been through. They honor that above all, and they do, their intention here is to be happy and have choices in an outcome, you know, to be able to have forward planning without hanging on to old people or old things. They want a breakthrough. There's knowledge here about something, and they're trying to embrace whatever that is. How's this person treating you on the day-to-day? What are your guys' daily interactions if you're in contact with this person? Death and rebirth. Somebody's deep. Yeah, somebody who's deep. That's probably what scares you the most about this person, is the level of depth that they can go within their own being. You almost question, it's like, how much do they know with the knowledge out here? You know, that could be decipher some sort of decision making in the future, and it does kind of bring somebody restlessness, the way that you go to that peace in your mind, or this person, because I am seeing the mystery and the intuition, this inner knowing that you have here. All right, how do you feel about this person? It was quiet for a moment. You get to see this person as somebody who's kind of stubborn, but they are passionate. They're very they just have a lot of inner strength. You see this person is just almost to a point where it's frustrating because you're like, oh, you can't tell you nothing. You know, it could feel like that with you. It's like, and it's just because you've set boundaries. But at the same point, is this person trying to do something on the sly? No, this person's just, they're not a risk taker. So you could be somebody that's like a little bit out there for their liking, you know. Bethany, hi, beautiful. All right, what's the best overall outcome between these two energies? All right, there's inspiration here, you know, and somebody feels like their hands are tied and helpless and powerless, but this is actually what helps them become mature and grounded. Understand that they have the two paths: to face that fear or to go back into that childhood traumatic wounding. You know, perseverance is the key out here for the water signs. Your spirit guides say you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge within you. Really trust the path. There is some secrets that surround you. I would say that I feel that. And some of the secrets might be just some that you've even kept from yourself, right? You've got two butterflies out here talking about transformation, embrace change. It's in death out here. You're going to new heights and new places, and maybe for some people can't go because of the way that they see or think about things. There's enlightenment here, you know, or you could be feeling. You've always known that there was something magical, something different out there in this world that tied you to all these deeper feelings. That that everything is possible. A very brilliant mind. What does the universe have to say? I got about 1 minute left, guys, and then I'm going to hop off, do my personal read, and we'll see if I get back on later or not. If not, tomorrow I'll finish. You may receive an important but very unexpected gift. Accept this with deep respect. Somebody has sacrificed a lot to open up doors to help you grow. A lot of things will change for the better. The gentle nature of the dolphin reminds you to look, and this was the turkey over here talking about good news, to look for the good in everyone and strive to bring peace to your life and to those around you. Trust in your instincts and your intuition rather than overthinking things. And you've got the tiger. You are being reminded that perseverance, you have that over everything, and then you have worry. You've got to persevere over this worry. You know, your truth is your freedom. I trust the wisdom within. This is talking about trusting yourself. Nobody can do that but you. Living with purpose and prosperity. You need to be patient and trust that the universe will help you through your challenges. In divine timing, success is guaranteed. So slow down and take your time. There's no need to rush everything. You already are doing your part. Trust what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. So they're saying just because you're not seeing the return or this right exactly this moment, you do need to keep that faith, that vision in your head that it is. It feels like there could be other souls that are going to be joining you in some way that just are finishing up something that they're going through too as well. Yep, some sort of leaving behind. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you all for tuning in. If you want a personal read with me, you can email me at angeldynasty33, all one word, all lowercase, at gmail.com. It's the only way you can get a read with me. Thank you for hitting the like button. I offer hour-long reads, 35-minute reads, and 15-minute reads. I need to get on there and unbuck that, but we'll do that in good time. Message me if you guys are interested. For those of you that... you guys should already have emails back from me. Thank you guys so much. I have a personal read that I'm going to get done, and then I may or may not get back on. I'm going to help my friend get the bathroom torn out so we can get the new appliances and stuff put in there. So most likely I will finish air signs and earth signs tomorrow. Thank you, Elizabeth. Good to see you in here. Stop dancer. Hello. Praying for Bill. Yes, always praying for Bill. Bill Hunter. I am broken, though, but a big fan. Thank you, I appreciate it. What are you broken about? There's consequences out here. There's cause and effect, spirit guides are saying. Some things might feel heavy with the Ten of Wands sitting at the top. But nonetheless, stay moving through it. That read kind of feels like it goes towards that energy. Flowers, take care of yourself. I sure will. What's up with Bill, dude? Bill went to a court arraignment and then never got back out. But previous to that, like a couple months prior, he sent me a list of names of people that if he went missing to look at. So I'm trying to figure out exactly where Bill is at, check the jail roster there and see what we can find. Because I'd hate to be just thinking he's in jail if he's not, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, if he is, maybe we can find out where he's at, and then we can get some money put on his books or whatever. I can get the information where he's at, and you guys can send him money to his books if you would like. Yeah, Jace, I'm at the same level. You have the same list of names. So we're going to have to put our minds together and see what that's about. Bill has a question. Asked for you to show us them milk makers. Alright, Geo Rod, settle down. These have made a lot of milk, I'll have you know. I've got 5 kids, breastfed them all. And no, I'm not taking on any others. Not even grown men. Alright guys, I'm out of here. What the fuck, I know. What's up, ODST? Cindy? I don't know where I know he's over in New York City, but I don't know. Constance, I know I've talked to him. She might know more than I do. Meow! Micah.
That kind of Cindy?
Alright guys, I'm out. I'll check in with you later. Leave a comment. If you guys watch this all the way through, you better leave me an alien head and one of these. A purple heart. Alright, love you. I'm out.